Hey y'all, it's your girl Another Black Creation, back with another video. And if you want to get this ginger auburn mahogany type of look on synthetic hair, sis, keep watching. Hey y'all, so first I'm using the Got To Be glue hairspray to spray all over the lace because I heard that it's supposed to protect the lace from, turning into a different color. But come to find out, that didn't even work. So, I mean, y'all could try it, but it didn't work for me, so. And I'm showing you guys here, I filled up the pot about a quarter of the way. Not quite half because I wanted the color to be very pigmented. If you want the hair to be a lighter color, then use more water. But if you wanted it to be darker, then less water. I was going for a ginger look. So these are the colors that I got, orange, red, and brown, to achieve that ginger look. But as y'all saw, it didn't even turn out that way, but it is what it is. After the water is boiling, we will shake up each bottle of dye to make sure that it's, evenly distributed. Since I wanted a ginger look, I put in like mostly orange, a little bit of red, and then a little bit of brown. But y'all gonna see a little later that this part didn't even really matter because what had happened was, well, I'm about to show y'all. So after you pour in as much dye as you want, you have to stir it up to make sure that it's evenly distributed throughout the water. And then this is what happened. So I took a couple of pieces from the wig, about 3 pieces from the wig, and these are going to be like my sample pieces. I put in however much dye I want, and then I dip it in the water, and then basically that shows me what the hair would have turned out, like what color it would have came out as. So this is where the problem came, because when I was doing these color strips, I noticed that every time I would dip it, it was always red looking, like the orange was never really showing for real. So come to find out, that orange is like a red orange. It's not even real orange, you know what I'm saying? It's more like a red orange. And because I had red dye too, it was basically like double the red and a little bit of brown. So that's why the hair, as you saw on the thumbnail, ended up being red, because that orange is basically red, and I had red, and I had a little bit of brown. So y'all feel me, right? So yeah, at this point I knew that my wig was gonna end up being red. So me just really mixing the rest of the orange, that red and the brown, was just me trying to figure out what type of red that I was gonna be wearing, because I was not prepared to be a redhead, but here we are. Okay, so here I had built up the courage to finally be ready to dip the wig. Like I said, I wasn't prepared to be a redhead, but I had to quickly figure out what type of red would possibly look good on me. And yeah, so this wasn't the red that I liked at all. It was giving purple, it was giving burgundy. So I just had to go back and forth between the red and the brown, because at this point I had used up all my orange. So I had to go back and forth between the red and the brown dye, and whatever happened. So at this point, I'm just pouring the water out. I looked at the lace. At this point, I knew the lace was a done deal. The lace was a done deal. Like, ain't no going back for real. So it is what it is. And then I just started rinsing the wig, rinsing all the dye out the wig. Right here I'm using fabric softener. This is basically like a conditioner for synthetic wigs. Supposedly when you put it in the hair while it's wet, it's supposed to make it softer than what it would usually be. I think it worked for the most part, but to be honest, this was a good synthetic wig as it is. When I do hair reviews, when companies reach out to me, I don't do synthetic hair, but this brand was an exception because they do have really good synthetic wigs. Aside from the lace being, well, y'all gonna hear that later in the review, but it was a good synthetic wig, so I had no complaints as it is. It was already soft, but this fabric softener definitely made it softer. Hey y'all, so I just wanted to come on here right quick and in this video basically just giving a little update or review about this hair, because this wig has been so difficult to style. Like this wig, I'm sure y'all could see the lace. Okay, I dyed the wig and this was not the color that I was intending it to be, but my issue was, and I think I explained this in the video, my issue was I bought orange, red, and brown. I knew I wanted a ginger. I knew ginger consisted of those colors more or less, so those are the colors that I got. However, originally I poured orange, I poured red, and I think I poured a little brown because I didn't want it to be too dark off rip. I took my piece of hair to test it. I looked at it and it was super red and I didn't understand why. Long story short, I trial and error. Come to find out, the orange really wasn't even orange. It was like a orange red, if you get what I mean. So that's why every time I would test the pieces, it was looking red, more red, because I basically had 2 bottles of red because that orange was basically red. So you know, I was just like, at this point I just got to work with red and brown because that's really just what I had. So I just put more red than brown, but I definitely used about half a bottle of brown because I didn't want to have no fire truck type hair. Like, I just wanted it to look good with my complexion. So this is the color that we came out with. I'm not mad at it. It's not what I wanted, but I'd rather it come out like this than for it to had come out like in a clown color. And I was excited because I'm like, oh, okay, like this is cute, like I could wear this out. See, my reason for dyeing this hair was originally blonde. The reason for dyeing it in the first place was because I wanted to be able to wear it out in public. Like I want to be able to have a diverse look when I pop out. So I'm like, yeah, like, you know, this is a cute color, this is a color that I don't have, like I'm ready to wear this out. My issue with this hair is it dyed fine. My issue with this hair is strictly the lace. For a synthetic wig, it's good hair. Like it don't even look synthetic, you know what I mean? It moves, it has some type of shine to it. When I brush it, it doesn't tangle up. Like it's really good hair, and that's why I wanted to put it to use. But the lace, y'all, use my Got to Be glue spray on the lace. As you can see, it did not work. This lace is 110% red. Like the lace is red. Also, my other issue with this hair is this lace is so thick. Like I've had this wig on for about 3 or 4 days and I've had to re-glue it 3 times, and I just re-glued it today, put my scarf around it, let it sit for a minute, and it's still, as you can see, it still will not stay. Like it's mainly in this side, and I don't know if y'all could tell, but the lace kind of has like this bubble where it like bumps up right here, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it does not stay. And then a little bit on here, but that's just really my 2 main issues. Another issue, which isn't an issue with the company at all, This hair is synthetic, so it's really hard to pluck, I guess, because it's not real hair, it's like plastic, I guess. So when you try to pluck it, like, you really gotta times 10 to pluck it, because it won't come out as easily as human hair would. So it's extremely hard to pluck. I tried to finesse a middle part a little bit. Not really. I could try to show y'all. I tried to finesse the middle part a little bit. I plucked as much as I could. I put a little makeup, but it doesn't look natural. So that's why for this video I just did a side part, because I knew y'all would clown me. So yeah, like, the hair looks good, it feels good, but as far as like wearing this in public, I don't think so, because this lace will not stay, like, at all. I really do think it's because it's such a thick lace. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.